Hello, my name is Isabel Duddles, and this is for a class assignment at Grand Canyon University for my Elements of Cultural Communication class. My written response is included in the submission as well as my works cited. When I first read Body Ritual Among Nacirema by Horace Miner, I was honestly surprised and a little confused until I realized that the Nacirema were actually Americans. And Miner was using satire to describe familiar cultural practices as if they were exotic or primitive. It had me reflect on how easy it is to normalize behaviors in our own culture while viewing others as strange. The article really highlights how our cultural lens influences the way we interpret everyday actions by exaggerating description of personal hygiene, medicine, and beauty. Miner reveals how even routine American practices like brushing teeth can seem bizarre when stripped of context. It was honestly a powerful reminder of how important cultural relativism and avoiding ethnocentric judgments are. One modern ritual that wasn't addressed in Miner's article is the high school prom. From an outsider perspective, prom might look like an elaborate mating ritual. Teens spend weeks or even months preparing, spending hundreds of dollars on clothes, transportation, and photos, all for a single night of dancing and social display. There are complex unspoken rules around who invites whom, how they dress, and how they behave at the event. Prom reflects core U.S. values such as individualism, romantic love, status, and rites of passage. It's a symbolic celebration of youth transitioning into adulthood and, and a demonstration of social identity. Prom has evolved significantly over time. In the early 20th century, it began as a simple tea dance at colleges. By the 1950s, it has shifted to high schools and became a mainstream rite of passage. Back then, it was a formal conservative affair with strict gender rules and codes of conduct. Over the decades, prom has become more inclusive, loosening dress codes and embracing more diversity in music and style. The rise of social media has also significantly changed from prom culture, with more emphasis on public presentation, what your outfit, date, and evening say about you online. Overall, I'd have to say that the changes in prom culture are a bit of a mix for me. On the positive side, prom has become more inclusive and expressive. According to a 2023 NPR article, when a Nashville student was banned from prom from wearing a suit instead of a dress, the public response was overwhelming support for the student, showing how many Americans value authenticity and self-expression. This inclusivity aligns with broader U.S. values like individual freedom and equality. However, there's also a growing concern that proms have become overly commercialized and focused on image. With the rise of social media, there's an increased pressure to go viral or present a curated version of the night, from expensive dresses and limos to an extravagant promposal. In some ways, this can shift the focus away from celebrating a personal milestone to showcasing status. Instead of genuine self-expression, it can become a performance driven by likes and online validation. So while the inclusive changes are clearly beneficial, the competitive, image-driven aspect may be steering prom in a direction that emphasizes materialism over meaning. It's a reminder that cultural rituals, even when evolving, can reflect both our highest values and our social pressures.